Good morning, students. Welcome to the second session of our computer class. In the last week, we had a session for the first chapter, that is in it computer and its components. In the last class, I gave you an assignment to think of some examples, real-time examples that shows input, process, and output storage that you can relate with the process of computer. But uh, only few of the drawings I got it in the group. I don't think many of you people are not at all listening to the video properly. You are not listening to the video completely, just asking doubts without going through the video, right? So that's not good. Because of this situation, we are making our videos for teaching and sending you for learning. We are finding the best way for you people to learn, but you people are not at all using it, right? Okay, so please go through the videos, whatever we are sending to you, listen to it properly, right? Yeah. Let me go through the main things whatever we learned in the last class. First thing was we learned what is computer. We went through its definition and we had some computer related terms like data, instructions, processing, information, storage, user, hardware, software, network, and all these things. Then we had some benefits of computers or characteristics of computer. Till here we had completed the session. Nobody asked me any doubts related to this, so I hope you don't have any doubts. When you have not at all went through the video, I don't think you will get doubts. First you have to listen to the video and go through your textbook by yourself once, then only you'll understand. It's not like just watching a movie video. So I hope from the next video you people go through it properly. These videos will be available always in the YouTube links whatever I have sent you, and also in my Drive link. Whenever you require it, you can go to the same link and you can download. I am not going to delete it from those links, even from the YouTube link and also from um, my Drive link. Okay. Yeah. So for today's session, I'm going to start from this part, that is how does a computer work. It also tells you the same thing as we had discussed in the previous part, like when we give some input to the computer, it processes it in the CPU and gives you some output through some output devices, and if we require we'll save it, also we store it. So these are the four important processes that happens in the computer. Completely the work of computer is depending on this. Okay, so here in this figure they have showed you an example by adding two numbers. They have taken an example for computing like 4 plus 7, and here you have the input. This is input. Okay, this contains comma and also a plus symbol. So this is like a raw material you are giving for processing. So this is called data. Okay, data doesn't have any meaning. It is just raw facts without any meaning. Okay, and that we will give to the computer using any of the input device. The device which accepts your instructions for to pass it for processing, that we call it as input devices. So here they have taken an example of there are many input devices that we are going to learn later. So they have taken the example of keyboard. Just consider an example. You are typing 4 and 7 using the keyboard. Now the first step is you have given some to the computer input to the computer using input device keyboard, and your input is 4 plus 7, right? And when the data goes into the CPU, it goes to the CPU, and there the work of processor starts. The work of processor is to take your input, to take the data from you and process it. Here it computes, it adds, because you have given plus here, so processor understood it that we need to add these two numbers 4 and 7 to be added. So what processor does is it adds 4 plus 7, and then it brings out the information. Here you can see without any meaning the facts is given, that we call it as data. After processing, data changes to information. Information means some meaningful data. After processing of data, we'll get information. Informations are meaningful things. Okay, so 4 plus 7 is been processed, and it should be shown to you, right? It should be displayed to you. So for displaying, we will use one of the output device. Here they have taken an example of output device called monitor. Through monitor, it shows you your answer is 11. That is nothing but the information, and also it's the output, and it is being displayed using an output device called monitor. You have given the data 4 plus 7 as input through input device keyboard, and once it goes to the CPU, the processor inside the CPU adds it, and it processes it and creates or brings out an information. That information is sent to one of the output device that is used to display. The output for your input is 11, and after computing, if you require, we need to store it also, we need to save it for future use. So once the information is created, it will be saved in some of the storage device. Usually we have in our CPUs, the storage devices are hard disk. This is the one where we store everything in the computer. So once you got the information, it will be stored in some of the storage devices. Here they have taken an example of hard disk. Okay, this is what actually happens in the computer. Not only 4 and 7, this is just a simple example they have taken. Okay, it can be any kind of numbers, it can be any kind of inputs you will give. Okay, so about input and output devices we learn later. In this session itself, we have in next topics. Okay, here these are nothing but you have explanation. Whatever I told you right now, that has been explained here in this. Please go through this, read it. Whatever I have explained, the same thing it is written, but go through it. Once you go through the things whatever given in the book, then only that remains in your mind, so that when you write the exam or any test, then these things only comes to your mind, so that you will write. Okay, so please go through these things in the textbook. Let me go to next topic. It's input devices. So I would like to take the help of a PPT I created for you. Yeah. Now in this session we are going to learn 12 input devices. Okay, so these all are input devices: keyboard, mouse, touchpad, joystick, graphic tablet, touch screen, motion input, digital camera, microphone, scanner, barcode reader, magnetic ink character recognition reader, MICR. It's the short form of magnetic ink character recognition reader, MICR reader. Okay, so we'll go through it one after the other. Keyboard is one of the popular and main input device. We use it, right? You know about it as you have used computer. Okay, so each keyboard will have 101 to 105 keys depending on the keyboard designs. Some keys will be there which will be not there in all the keyboards. That depends on the company it manufactures it, and also the purpose we use the keyboard for. So depending on that, the number of keys also differ.